Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden Tour Saturday. The first garden tour Saturday of 2026 with your host, Grandma Sandy, your co-host, Suffolk Susie, Pat's Garden Life, and Growing on Vancouver Island. Lots of beautiful green grass. It has been so mild here this year. Well, here we are. We made it to the new year. And it's been an awfully mild winter here. Today we finally have some sunshine, which is so nice. The last 2 or 3 days it's just been socked in and rainy and ugly. So I'm very, very grateful for the sun. I have new motivation and desire to get out and garden. But I can't do it now, so I have to garden in my greenhouses. But that is a great option. So let's get started. Let's go see how my greenhouse is holding up. Sunshine, sunshine. I'm basking in the sunshine. My body needs sunshine. I have not been out here for at least 2 weeks because of the Christmas season. So now I'm really going to have to help this poor thing out. It is not looking good. I'm losing the battle to the aphids. I've never had aphids this bad. I had them in the other greenhouse, but this is pretty bad. So I need to research and see what's going on with that and see if I can improve things. Remove the Roma tomato from the greenhouse completely. It looks so bad. The petunia looks good. The sun gold cherry looks good. I think some of the hanging plants look good. The second one over there definitely needs water. The chocolate sprinkles plant looks good. The peppers back here just look dreadful. And this gold nugget tomato is dying. Next year I'm going to try tiny micro dwarf plants for tomatoes in here. I know there's one called Top Hat. So I'm going to try that here. And if you remember, I have these pots here on heat mats, and I planted some seeds, but nothing's come up yet. And that was at least 2 weeks ago. So we'll have to keep an eye on these. But I'm going to have to take out so many more plants. They're just looking awful. Probably when I get the time, I'm going to come out here and take most of them out and start again. Start with a clean slate. I'm going to keep the hanging plants in here, but as you can see, take a look at those aphids. No matter how much I spray them. And yet, knock on wood, this sun gold cherry plant is not really affected. So that's pretty exciting. If nothing else, and we get a cherry tomato like this, and just the interest and motivation for growing, I think it's worth it to have these plants in here. It's so warm here that the little windows in the top of the greenhouse have opened up on their own. So that tells you how mild this whole fall and winter has been. We've had a couple of cold days, but nothing consistent at all. So hopefully we won't be overrun with pests this spring and summer. This is the habanada pepper that I kept in here, and I cut it clear back. So I really hope that it's going to live through the rest of the winter, and I can plant it outside eventually when it won't freeze anymore. I just ate one of those sun gold cherry tomatoes, and it's a little bit tart, but wow, does it taste like summer. Anything like that is worth growing. I still have some of these euonymus growing in here. They're doing okay. These right here are from the forsythia plant, and I see a little bit of green on them. So yeah, things are looking pretty good. Let's say medium. This is how the houseplants are surviving here in this greenhouse. I think they're doing really well. This jade plant, it just hasn't missed a beat. It's just growing and green and beautiful. So I really suggest that you get some sort of little greenhouse set up if you can. Obviously, it's better if you have some sort of solid structure for the greenhouse. Even if you just have the structure, the outside walls, and then you use the plastic on the walls to fill them in. But it just needs a good basic structure to hold everything up. And our dear friend Q can tell you all about that. She lives in Michigan, and the snow took out her greenhouse this year. It was an aluminum and plastic greenhouse, and it just can't carry much weight. So, if at all possible, either buy a wooden structure that is strong or get somebody to build it for you if you possibly can. I think it would lead to many, many hours of happiness and growing beautiful plants. So that's my suggestion. This bronze fennel is still going strong. It looks like a really good plant to grow through the winter. The chocolate sprinkles plant is still alive and doing well. It's such a lovely plant, and I'm so glad that it lived through the winter. I have so much to do ahead of me, but that's okay to keep me busy, motivated, and interested. Keep me going through the rest of the winter until we get to temperatures where we can plant. And this year, it might turn out to be a lot earlier, especially based on how the rest of this fall and winter has gone. So it's not a very long video, but I did want to check in with you and share my excitement with anything green and encourage you to try to get a setup where you can grow indoors with a very strong structure. You wouldn't have to have a greenhouse like this. This cost about $1,500, and we had to save for it and prepare for it, but we got it, and I think we're just going to use it for years and years. But if you could get somebody to build you a structure, a wooden strong structure, and then you could just drape it with any sort of garden plastic or whatever you needed. So give it some thought, do some research, see what you can do, save your pennies, and let's see how it turns out for you. I highly recommend it, and I think you'll be happy with the results. You guys have a great day. I hope you're very motivated towards growing this coming season too. I know it's harder for those who have gotten a lot of snow and very cold temperatures. We often get that here, but we haven't this year, so it'll be interesting to see how the year turns out. Hopefully we won't have drought and a lot of insect infestation, so we'll have to see how it goes. Meanwhile, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Garden Tour Saturday. Thanks for stopping by.